Hi, my name is Seth and I welcome you to the second part of setting up your PC and Windows for web development and coding. Now in this tutorial, we are going to have a practical look at a web browser and some of its functionality, and also we are going to have a look at a website and a web page. So without wasting much time, let's get started. Welcome back guys. Okay, so on my taskbar you can see I have three different browsers launched. I have the Microsoft Edge, I have Chrome, and I also have Firefox. But the browser that we are going to be using in this tutorial section is the Chrome browser. Okay, so a web browser is an application software which is used for accessing information over the internet. Now, as website developers, we are not just going to use the web browser for searching information, but rather we are going to use the web browser to test our codes and also to debug our codes. Now, the web browsers now have a tool known as the developers tool, which is used to test codes and also debug codes. Now, in order to gain access to the developers tool, you have to use the shortcuts known as Control Shift and I. So Control Shift and I gives you access to the developers tool. So Control Shift and I is going to give you access to the developers tool. Now you can go the long way by locating this three dots at the top right corner of your browser, clicking on it, locate more tools, and then in there you can see we have developers tool. Now in this video, I'm not going to talk much about the developers tool system, but this will just be an overview of how the developers tool looks like. So in here you can see we have columns for styles and also we have columns for elements. So when we start our HTML and CSS coding, we are going to make good use of the column which contains the styles and the elements. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the difference between a website and a web page. Okay, so now we are going to have a look at the difference between a website and a web page. But before that, let me quickly explain what a search engine is. A search engine is a program or a software which is used for accessing information over the internet with the help of specific keywords or key phrases. Okay, so now, for example, if you want to visit the GitHub website, you would have to come into the Google search engine box and then type the name of your website. So in this case, you are going to visit the GitHub website, so github.com, and then enter. You see, it's going to give us access to the GitHub website. So this is a website because it is a collection of web pages. This is because on the GitHub website, we have many pages in here. We have the team web page, we have the enterprise web page, we have the explore web page on that same GitHub website. So on that same website, you can navigate to the team web page, which is this on the same GitHub website. You can navigate to the marketplace web page on the same GitHub website. So the difference between a website and a web page is a website is a collection of web pages, and a web page is a single document that can be displayed in a web browser. So this is the GitHub website, but in here we have different web pages. We have the pricing web pages, we also have the sign up web page, which brings us to this create your account page. We also have the why GitHub web page, we have the mobile web page. So the difference between a website and a web page is the web page is a document that can be displayed in a web browser, and then a website is a collection of documents that can be displayed in a web browser. So this brings us to the end of tutorial section 2 of setting up your PC and Windows for website development and coding. See you in the next video.